Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am here with a viewer request for That Handsome Devil, and the song is The Age of Men. It looks like the album might be called Exploitopia here. I am not familiar with That Handsome Devil, apart from the one I see in the mirror, of course. That's a lie. I try not to look in those horrible portraits. But I am very much looking forward to it. I printed off the lyrics because it looked like there were a lot of lyrics, and I often have difficulty hearing lyrics on a first listen or even a 10th listen to a song. I like to be able to see them. So if I can hear them and if I think the viewers can hear them clearly, I won't talk too much about them except throughout the video. If not, I'll probably stop and read some of the lyrics so we know maybe we know what's going on. We'll see. I haven't read through them yet. I just got them ready to go with the video. Down in the description, there is a way to bump up your requests and get them a lot quicker than on the regular list. If you want to do that, just use one of the donation methods. Let me know what you want me to react to, of course. And if you have a shout out name you prefer, you can let me know that too. And you will get your reaction very quickly indeed. Also in the description will be a link to the artist channel. So you can go there and subscribe and like and comment and support the artist. Check out everything they have on the channel. But at the very least, hit the subscribe button. It does help channels a lot. I hope you'll subscribe here too. Thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed and liked videos, shared videos, commented. I read all of your original messages. If you put a message on a message, I probably won't see it because I don't get any notification of that. But the original ones, I read them all and I answer as many as I possibly can. All right, let's have a listen to That Handsome Devil, The Age of Men.
One slunk low in the way back when God knew the devil and they played like friends. In fact, they played every day back then, but I guess that homie wasn't raised like him. Eve was a lady they used to know since a little tiny baby in utero. Although she was rather unusual, they both just thought of her as beautiful. Well, you know those two were the jealous type, and I really hate watching them fellas fight. I'm not looking to vilify, no judgment, they were just alike. Well, God and his family moved uptown, way uptown, while the devil stayed down, down on the pavement, down on the ground, in the places where you don't see God around. Now God told Eve he could make...
Okay, good slow rap. I like the voice. I like the percussion and the music coming in as well. Really good. Kind of, I don't know, almost a jazzy sound there. I'm not sure. Yeah, once long ago in the way back when, God knew the devil and they played like friends. In fact, they played every day back then, but I guess that homie wasn't raised like him. Raised by whom? But anyway, um, yeah, of course. Devil was an angel. Eve was a lady they used to know since a little tiny baby in utero. Yeah, although she was rather unusual, I'll say. They both just thought of her as beautiful. So great rhyme scheme too. But you know those two were the jealous type, and I really hate watching them fellas fight. I'm not looking to vilify, no judgment, they were just alike. Well, God and his family moved uptown, way uptown, while the devil stayed down, down on the pavement, down underground, in the places where you don't see God around. Yeah, very interesting lyrics, drawing from the Bible and some religious texts and beliefs, interpretations. Anyway, let's keep going.
Jealous type, and I really hate watching them fellas fight. I'm not looking to vilify, no judgment, they were just alike. Well, God and his family moved uptown, way uptown, while the devil stayed down, down on the pavement, down on the ground, in the places where you don't see God around. Now God told Eve he could make her free, free as anyone could ever be. Free as a schoolgirl, tee hee hee. Till Eve took the apple from the apple tree. See, the devil told Eve he could make her free, free as anyone could ever be. Free as a schoolboy, tee hee hee. Till Eve took the apple from the apple.
Things change. Old Testament to King James. Round the way, kids get big pay. Rings and chains. Things change.
I love the instrumentation. That's why I was making a face, not the lyrics. I wasn't even paying attention to the lyrics, and then I glanced down. So it was just the instrumentation was really good there. I love that. Now God told Eve he could make her free, free as anyone could ever be, free as a schoolgirl, till Eve took the apple from the apple tree. It wasn't an apple tree or an apple, by the way. Highly unlikely anyway. See, the devil told Eve he could make her free, free as anyone could ever be, free as a schoolboy. Tee hee hee. Till Eve took the apple from the apple tree. Oh, that fruit that she ate. Why did she do that? Well, I'm glad she did because otherwise we would be just wandering around automatons, which some people say we are anyways, but at least in theory we have some kind of wisdom and knowledge, which I think is kind of good since I don't have my LTL tutoring t-shirt on today, but sometimes I do, and that's my real job. So I'm very interested in having knowledge. All right, things change. Old Testament to King James. Runaway kids giving names, rings, and chains. Things change. Yeah, they change in terms of our interpretation. Okay, let's go.
Round the way, kids get big name, rings and chains. Things change. Old Testament to King
That kind of
James.
groovy sound behind there.
Round the way, kids get big name, rings and chains.
Well, I won't take sides cause I know both well. Won't tell you all the stories that the old folks tell. Little black books in the old motels. Long nights on the road when you go through hell. Eve was a girl that they thought they knew. Romanticized and starry moon. But she really liked to party too. Going out for a late night rendezvous. The Lord's not the type to return his calls. And Satan gets bored, wants to burn it all. Gets so disturbed you hurt. And you wish you weren't involved. No one wanted to address it. But they both got too possessive. And neither got arrested. They were both too well connected. Now God told Eve he could make her free. Free as anyone could ever be. Free as a schoolgirl, tee hee hee. Till Eve took the apple from the apple tree. See, the devil told Eve he could make her free. Free as anyone could ever be. Free as a schoolboy, tee hee hee. Till Eve took the apple from the apple tree.
Things change. Old Testament to King James. Round the way, kids get big name, rings and chains. Things change. Old Testament to King James. Round the way, kids get big name, rings and chains.
Okay, that percussion is awesome, and I'll stop there just while we're in the instrumentation a bit. Eve was a girl that they thought they knew, romanticized and starry-mooned, but she really liked to party too, going out for a late-night rendezvous. The Lord's not the type to return his calls. You know, there you go. Keep praying, but you won't get an answer. And Satan gets bored, wants to burn it all. They both seem to like to destroy things, don't they? It gets so disturbed you hurt, and you wish you weren't involved. No one wanted to address it, but they both got too possessive. Man, no kidding. And neither got arrested. They were both too well connected. It's a lot of fun playing around with these stories. And then we have the now God told Eve he could make her free, etc. We had that before. All right, let's go. Very cool instrumentation. I love it. Percussion's awesome.
One thought that she was made for him, one thought that she was made for sin. Back and forth the way it's been since the age of man. One thought that she was made for him, one thought that
A new world is constantly opening before us at an ever-accelerating rate of progress. Let's travel into the future. What will we see?
Okay, stop there. Not sure if that's drawn from some old movie or something. I'm not sure. Sounds like it though. That's the way they've made it sound, if it isn't a clip. A new world is constantly opening before us at an ever accelerating rate of progress. Let's travel into the future. What will we see? Well, it's debatable whether it's progress. We call it progress, and for all intents and purposes, I would use that term myself in everyday, conversation. But if you stop to think long enough, there are those who would argue that we aren't progressing, that maybe some of what we're doing is doing more harm, so it wouldn't necessarily be progressive. But it's a debate for another day. So one thought that she was made for him, one thought that she was made for sin, back and forth the way it's been since the age of man. So one thought that she was made for him. Now, who would that be? And one thought that she was made for sin. Now, who would that be? And sin, what is that exactly? It gets very complicated if you start thinking about it too much. I mean, normally, if I said this guy over here is decided that he doesn't like people, so he's going to kill them all, we would say, well, that's a sin. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't God do that a couple of times? um, so yeah, which side is sin on here? Anyway, it gets complicated. It was a lot of fun. Amazing instrumentation. Love what, I don't even know what they were using to make some of those sounds. I think there was a synth in there. Of course, the percussion was amazing. Yeah, everything. I really liked. Some parts kind of took me way back to the sort of groovy sounds of the 60s and early 70s. But there was a lot instrumentally in there, and lyrically as well. So yeah, excellent song. You'd have to go through it more than once, I think, to pull everything out of it. And of course, if you know the band and you know more about it, that might help too. So you can let me know what you think of this song, or how you're interpreting it or whatnot. You're probably not all hard atheists like I am, but but there you go. The Age of Men. I could say something about that too, but I won't. What else was I going to say? Oh yes, check in the description for a link to the artist channel, so you can go there and subscribe and like and comment and support the artist. I really do encourage you to do that, and at least hit the subscribe button. Also in the description is a way to bump up your request if you want it much quicker than on the regular list. That's the way to do it. Don't forget to subscribe here. Apart from that, just keep listening, keep having fun. It is Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Until next time, bye bye for now.